How's it going, everyone? I am Jinsula, and welcome to another Pokemon Go video. Okay, so Niantic just announced the details for this year's Lunar New Year event, and the bonuses are looking amazing. This could be the best Lunar New Year event we've ever had, and the reason for that is 100% because of these bonuses. I'll be explaining what these bonuses are in this video, so let's roll the intro and get right into it. Alright, let's talk about the Lunar New Year event. This event has always had a history of drawing a lot of attention from the Pokemon Go community. The event spawns are typically really interesting, and the bonuses have always been a hit. However, this year's Lunar New Year event seems to be the best one so far. Everything from the event spawns, the bonuses, and the lack of anything egregiously monetized, this year's Lunar New Year's event is not pulling any punches when it comes to generating hype. In order to best understand this, we should go over the details. The Lunar New Year event is going to be themed around the Year of the Bunny, so expect to see a whole bunch of Buneary and Bunnelby in the wild. This event is going to start on Thursday, January 19th at 10 o'clock a.m. local time, and will go until Monday, January 23rd at 8 o'clock p.m. local time. The event wild spawns are going to be Ponyta, Magmar, Magikarp, Slugma, Numel, Combee, Buneary, Fennekin, Bunnelby, Flareon, and Darumaka. Pretty much all of these Pokemon can be shiny except for Fennekin and Flareon, and a lot of those shinies are quite rare. Combee and Darumaka are standouts among this list, as their shinies are rarely ever seen. Don't forget, Combee gives you a lot of extra Stardust when you catch it, so make sure you catch as many of those as you can while it is a common spawn. Next, let's move on to the event bonuses, because this is where I think this event shines. First off, we are going to get a boosted shiny rate for Darumaka during this event. This is awesome because shiny Darumaka is quite difficult to get to begin with. The fact that they are giving us an increased chance at getting it for a short while is pretty big. I don't know what that shiny rate is going to be, but I predict it will be 1 in 60, which is the shiny rate of most Pokemon with a boosted rate. We are also going to be getting some bonuses related to lucky trades. During this event, you will have an increased chance that your trades will end up lucky. You will also have an increased chance to become lucky friends while interacting with your best friends. These bonuses have been a staple to the Lunar New Year event, so I'm glad that Niantic is continuing that tradition. We will also be getting double the amount of Stardust from opening gifts, one additional special trade every day, and there will be a choice that we can make for some extra bonuses from a timed research. So yeah, overall, these bonuses are phenomenal. Niantic is providing players plenty of motivation to play during this event. I think the bonuses that stand out to me the most are obviously the ones related to lucky trades. These sort of trades are a great way for you to pick up hundos and even shundos. I would coordinate with your best friends early and see if you can utilize these bonuses to the most of their potential. Now, I mentioned earlier that you can choose an extra bonus while you work on a limited timed research. The bonuses will be related to egg hatching, the duration of the daily adventure incense, or getting more Stardust. We will also be getting a free lucky egg from this timed research and encounters with Magikarp, Azumarill, Combusken, Darumaka, Galarian Darumaka, and Bunnelby. I do like that they are including a timed research with decent rewards that is not locked behind a ticket purchase. Anyone at any level will have access to this research, so give credit where credit is due. Niantic is giving players something to do without asking them to pay for it. Now, it's not just wild event spawns and bonuses that we can look forward to. Hatching from 7km eggs, we can get Chingling, Riolu, Darumaka, Galarian Darumaka, and Scraggy. This is a great way for you to pick up high IVs of shiny Riolu, shiny Darumaka, or shiny Galarian Darumaka. If you are looking for any of these shinies, then make sure you are hatching 7km eggs during this event. Next, let's go over what will be spawning in raid battles during this event. In 1-star raids, Hisuian Voltorb, Shinx, Darumaka, and Galarian Darumaka will be appearing. In 3-star raids, Flareon, Shuckle, Blaziken, Jordagon, and Diggersby will be appearing. The 5-star legendary raid boss will be Regice, and the Mega Evolution raid boss will be Mega Lopunny. Finally, in field research tasks, you may come across Charmander, Paris, Cyndaquil, Torchic, Chimchar, Combee, Buneary, Tepig, Darumaka, Galarian Darumaka, Fennekin, Bunnelby, and Litten. My tip for this event is that you complete as many Paris and Combee tasks as you can, but don't catch them. Instead, save up those encounter rewards, pop a star piece, and catch all of them. You'll get a huge amount of Stardust this way. So yeah, overall, this is looking to be a very solid event. I do like the fact that so far in 2023, Niantic hasn't fumbled any of their in-game events for Pokémon Go. This is an amazing follow-up to the Twinkling Fantasy event, which in and of itself was an amazing event. I also really like the fact that Niantic isn't resorting to any shady monetization or lackluster content. I know some would argue that these event spawns have some filler, which is going to be true for veteran players, but there are quite a few Pokemon that you don't often see. So newer players will benefit from getting some of these spawns. Regardless, those event bonuses are pretty good on their own, so you really can't say that this is a bad event considering how much Niantic is giving us. I really hope Niantic continues this streak of great content. We are going to be getting the Hoenn Tour festivities all next month, so I expect that the in-game event after the Lunar New Year event is going to prepare us for the Hoenn Tour. Hopefully, we'll get some details regarding all of that really soon. Until then, I do look forward to this event, and I hope I end up getting some really good Pokemon from those lucky trades. And yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to those boosted shiny rates for Darumaka. Its evolved form Darmanitan is actually one of my favorite Pokemon, and it is a dream of mine to get the Shundo for it. Considering that the chances of getting a shiny Darumaka are going to be so high, and there will be plenty of lucky trades happening, I do think this will be a prime opportunity for me to fulfill that dream. Chalk this up as another huge win for Niantic. As much as I've been negative towards them over the past few months, I have to say, I do love this wave of positivity lately. I seriously hope Niantic can keep this up for the whole year, because 2022 was such a bad year for this game, and I do think they want to make up for it. So far this year, they've been doing just that. But in any case, that's going to be it for this video. Leave your thoughts down below what you think about this Lunar New Year event. Is there anything in particular that you are looking forward to? Let me know in the comments, and let's have a great discussion. And if you ended up enjoying this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe if it's your first time here, and don't forget that little bell so you can stay up to date on whenever I upload videos. And I want to give a quick shout out to my patrons on Patreon. You make this channel content possible. If you want to support my channel in any way, big or small, then be sure to check out the links in the description below. For all my patrons, they get a permanent spot on my in-game friends list. So if you want to interact with me in some way, like with remote raids, then do consider becoming a patron on my Patreon. But yeah, that's going to be it. I'm Jinsula. Be safe, have fun, love yourself, and I'll catch you all later.